Hi guys, happy new year. Okay, I'm a little late, but I wanted to say that anyway. I am a bit late on this video, but I did want to do a 30k sub special. I wanted to do a Q&A, which is pretty much the laziest video a YouTuber can make. I do get a lot of repeat questions about certain things, so I thought this might be a good opportunity to answer some of those questions, as well as just kind of talk about some other things that I don't really get a chance to talk about on like reaction videos and things like that. Matcha's here with me today to help me answer these questions. If he licks his ass, just ignore him. But I want to start with one of the most asked questions, and I'm sorry if I don't get to everyone's question. I try to look at the ones that were asked, you know, multiple times by different people. Not sure if you spoke on this before, but how did you land on battleapple? Are there other channel names you floated? Congrats on the big 30k. I like that you just upload whatever you feel like covering. I may not comment super often, but I'm there no matter what. Well, thank you for saying that. Yeah, and I do upload whatever the fuck I want. I'm sorry this channel is so inconsistent in regards to schedule and also just content. I kind of get fixated on certain things and upload, you know, whatever I want, but that's why I made the channel. So there's gonna be random stuff on this channel a lot. Anyway, battleapple was the actual second choice for my username. I knew that I wanted to have a Steely Dan lyric as my handle. Steely Dan is my favorite band, and actually the original username I wanted was Cronax, which actually comes from a Donald Fagen song. Donald Fagen's the lead singer of Steely Dan, and Cronax is like a fictional drug in one of his songs, and I liked how it sounded. Cronax, you know, sounds pretty cool. But it was taken, I think, on Instagram, and I wanted my Instagram to match my YouTube, so I tried battleapple as one word on Instagram and it wasn't taken. That's how I landed on it. And battleapple is from the song Josie by Steely Dan, one of the best, probably more well-known Steely Dan songs. And battleapple is like a weapon in the song. It's not really said what it is exactly, it's just a weapon. I liked how it sounded, and now I can't really imagine having a different username. That's just what I see myself as. Have you considered voice acting? This is so funny. This is a great question because actually when I was a kid, that was my dream job. I wanted to voice act so bad, and I remember my dad getting me like DVDs about how to become a voice actor and like books about it and stuff when I was like 10 to 13 years old, when I was first getting into anime and stuff. Always loved like video games, cartoons, anime, and the voice acting that goes into that. I just always accepted that my voice was not really suited for it, I suppose you could say, because I know you can train to do certain things, but I just felt my voice wouldn't suit a lot of things. And I don't know, maybe that's not true, because ever since I've done this channel, I've had a lot of people say they like my voice, which is so crazy to me because I just have always hated my voice. If there ever arose an opportunity, absolutely I would voice act. Okay, this is a long one, so I'm just gonna do the first part of this question. Congratulations, I hope your content continues to spread to more people. Thank you so much. I have a few questions, but the first one will probably be the main one I want to know. You talked about anime opening recommendations before, but I'd love to know what are your top favorite anime openings and endings? And you can also do honorable mentions. Okay, that's a great question. I really had to think about this one because I thought I knew it, and then when I thought about it, I was like, are those my favorites? This is kind of what I settled on. I think my favorite anime openings, actually this is gonna sound like really basic bitch answer, anime watcher, like normie, but they're probably Naruto related because that was really the anime I grew up watching, was Naruto. Specifically Naruto opening 5, because when I started watching Naruto on Adult Swim every night, it was during the Sasuke retrieval arc. That's like the first episodes I saw of it. It really holds a special place in my heart, and it wasn't until later that I realized that the Sasuke retrieval arc is actually regarded as probably one of the best, if not the best arc in original Naruto. So that opening, I believe it's opening 5, has always been my favorite, as well as, I didn't finish Shippuden, but the Naruto Shippuden ending number 15, the one where Naruto is sparring with some of the characters. I just love that ending, and I think that's a pretty popular opinion because when I searched Naruto Shippuden ending, that's the first one that pops up. It like has so many views, so it's just such a cool ending. The song as well as the animation are so cool. I'm also very partial to the opening Air. It's an anime that I think it's a little polarizing. I have really good memories with it. I watched it multiple times in my childhood for whatever reason. The opening is just so emotional, and I've always really liked that song, Tori no Uta. And then a couple honorable mentions, I would say the Chobits opening. I think more so the song than the actual animation is my favorite. It's just such an iconic opening song. Probably the Kodo-cha ending number 1. It's very catchy. I really like it, and it stuck in my head. Even though the opening is very iconic and probably what people think of when they think of Kodo-cha, I just like the ending more than the opening, personally. Hello, what made you want to join the high school marching band? Much love, and you'll definitely make it to 100K. I don't know about that, but thank you. You know, it's funny, the high school marching band, I did band in middle school, of course. My dad is a musician, and he's a professor of music. He forced me to do marching band. I did not want to do marching band. I absolutely hated it in the beginning. My first year I played clarinet, and we'd get out there at like, 6 a.m. and do our count sheets and figure out where you're supposed to stand on the field, and gosh, I hated it. I complained about it all the time. Later in the year I made some really, really great friends in marching band, and 2 of them were the drum majors. And so when the senior drum major graduated, the other 2 were still here, and they convinced me to try out to be drum major. And so my sophomore year I got it. We all 3 did it. Oh my gosh, it's some of my favorite memories of my whole life, especially my sophomore year, just being the drum major for marching band, and just all those amazing memories, like traveling to different competitions. And it seemed so serious at the time, but it was like such a small thing, in the grand scheme of your life. So I'm really happy that he made me do it. I stopped after that year. I did jazz band my senior year, but I do recommend it if you're in high school, you're at that age, and you're thinking about it. It's worth it. I mean, the days are hard sometimes, but it's like the relationships you make and stuff, and the memories you make, I think are super worth it. What was it like growing up and being a Sonic fan, realizing the fandom is full of weirdos? That's a valid question. Although I'll say when I was into Sonic when I was younger, I didn't think it was weird. I didn't really get to that weird side of things until much later, and then I discovered like, oh, there's a lot of weirdos in that fandom. And I'm not particularly in the fandom. I'm definitely not that much into Sonic. I just have great memories with Sonic games and stuff, and the music and everything. I mean, they can do what they want to do. I don't really get into it, but if they're not hurting anybody, I mean, who cares? But I'm not ashamed to grow up loving Sonic games. Absolutely not. Congrats. Thank you. What exactly does a battle apple look like? I always pictured it as a mace, that you swing around. Congrats on the accomplishment. Thank you. What do you think was the first VGM where you appreciated the music apart from the gameplay? VGM where you sought out music to listen to on its own? I would say the very first instance of that was probably Pokemon Gold. Whenever you got to the gambling area, I don't know, you could win stuff, you could win prizes, you could win Pokemon as well. And there was this song, it was like Lucky Channel. You could listen to it on your radio. And that theme for Lucky Channel, I would just boot the game up to listen to that because it was before I got on the internet and stuff. I would just listen to that, and that was like the reason I would play that game sometimes. Have you played Kirby Air Ride or Super Monkey Ball? Both have great music. Yeah, I used to have Super Monkey Ball on the GameCube, and then I used to play it in the arcade, the one that had like the actual ball and you would roll it. And then Kirby Air Ride, I don't believe I owned it, but I remember renting it numerous times to the point where like I got through a good portion of it. I don't know why I didn't just ask my dad to buy it. For some reason we always rented it. I remember them both having amazing music. Congrats! Recently discovered you. It's been a pleasure watching your videos. Thank you so much. You have shown that you know musical jargon and such. Do you, or have you studied music or play an instrument? Yeah, I know a little bit of jargon just from my time in middle school and high school. I played clarinet from 6th grade to freshman year, and then again I was a drum major my sophomore year. I was in choir for 6 years, but that's about it. Like I don't know theory. I've had people comment and be like, hey, you should really talk about like the theory while you're reacting to the VGM, and I'm like, believe me, if I could I would, but I don't know music theory. It's like math to me, and I'm very, very poor at math. While I really, really love music and everything about it, it's just not something I'm very educated on, like in a technical sense. Do you have a specific least favorite genre of music? As much as people say they like all music, they haven't heard everything there is to hear, so I wanted to see if you had a subgenre you weren't a fan of. That's completely true, yes. I'm definitely the type of person to say like, oh, I listen to everything, with the exception of, I would say, country music and like really hardcore, like heavy metal, screamo type music. I think those are the big ones that I avoid. I'm also not a fan of really, really heavy electronic. It's hard to explain, I guess, because I do like electronic music, a lot of electronic music, or stuff that's influenced by electronic music. I guess like if it's like really, really, really heavy auto-tune, I know that's not a genre, but that just bugs me so much. I hate that. I hated it back in the early 2010s when that was such a fad. And yeah, I've always disliked that too. Country, you know, there's some country songs that remind me of my childhood because I grew up in a country town, so it kind of like makes me happy to listen to, but it's not something I enjoy to listen to, just for the music part of it. What is an embarrassing moment that you can look back on and laugh at now? I don't think I have one. I think every embarrassing moment keeps me awake at night, and I regret it, and I think about it and wish that I could turn back time and fix it. I don't think I laugh at any of those moments. If you could only listen to 3 songs from any video game soundtracks for the rest of your life, what would they be? Love your channel and vibe, you're awesome. Thank you. That's a really tough question, so I'm just gonna say what comes to my mind first, because then I just ponder on it way too long. I would say for sure Ridge Racer Type 4, One More Win.
Here he comes again, running like the open wind. Yeah, moving through the day.
Probably Fly Into Freedom from SA2, Rouge's theme. It's a song I've listened to unironically since I started playing SA2 in my childhood, and I've always revisited it, so I think I'd probably want to revisit it for the rest of my life.
Tell me what is this feeling? When I'm in paradise, I'll keep it forever. In the freedom, I'll never stop my steps. I believe in myself.
And then probably the biggest one that I have been listening to for the majority of like the latter part of this year, the We Are Burning Rangers from Burning Rangers.
Don't give up, don't say you wanna cry, don't forget your smile. Coming in, hold on tight, power of our teamwork overcomes all.
Such an amazing song. I'm absolutely in love with that song. Congrats! I have one question because I'm a new follower. What do you do for a living when you are offline? I work full-time as a caricature artist, so I draw people like live while they're sitting in front of me. I do it at different places, and then I also do event work like weddings and things like that. Would you ever make the move from doing YouTube as a fun side venture to full-time if the chance was there, or is caricature work something that's a lifelong career for you and you wouldn't want to let go of? No, it's definitely not something that's like a lifelong career. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love being a caricature artist, and I miss it when I don't do it. Like when I take, I usually take February off, and when I'm not drawing, I get really like, oh, I need to draw. I get itching to do live work again. If I could make YouTube full-time, absolutely, I would switch to that, like in a heartbeat. I would love to just stay home and do that. Yeah. It's hard, of course, it's hard, but yeah, I would absolutely do that if possible. Oh, and then they asked another question that I thought was kind of a fun question. What's your favorite console startup sound? That would be the GameCube. Almost at 30k subs, congrats. You are one of my favorite streamers to watch. I'm not a streamer, but thank you. Every time I see an Emma thumbnail, I melt with joy. Thank you. I see you have a lot of questions, but I kind of just want to address the last one because I think that I get asked that more. Would you ever stream any retro games on your current channel or second channel or Twitch? I'm not really sure. I definitely am intimidated to stream. I don't like the idea of being live. I don't like the idea of being unedited because I edit myself so much. Like I do so many jump cuts and that's just what I'm used to. But I mean, it would be fun. I don't know if I could see myself live streaming. Congrats, recently discovered you. It's been a pleasure watching your videos. Thank you so much. I'm gonna look at your third question here. How did you get into art and how did you become a professional caricature artist? I've always been into art since I was little. I just always loved drawing my entire life. That's always been my main hobby. And the caricature artist thing, I kind of just saw a job posting for it in my area and I just did it, and that was about 5 years ago. It was a learning curve for sure. Like I did not know how to do caricature when I started. And even now I have imposter syndrome. I'm like, everything I make is crap. And then, you know, sometimes I go to work and I show people the drawing and they're like, oh my god, it's great. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not horrible at this. But yeah, it's been really fun. I absolutely love caricature. Alright, well hopefully that addressed some of the questions I get. I know this was kind of probably a more boring video, but I wanted to make something for 30k subs. I actually wanted to do it for like 10k, but I never did it. So I'm here now doing it. I will be taking February off because I go see my in-laws in February. So that'll be kind of a break point, but I hope in January I can at least make some videos here and there and upload them when I can. Thank you for the people who stick around and still tune in to whatever I put up on here. And thanks for all the great questions. Hope your 2026 is starting out on a good foot. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.